Okay, welcome to my third series of unusual keyboard videos. In this one, I am not building a keyboard and I am not modding out switches. Instead, I'm going to mod out a pre-built keyboard. In this case, it's going to be a Keychron K6. And as a disclaimer, this is not my board. My friend from New York came over and he wanted me to mod out his keyboard, like put foam in it and lube it out. So yeah, he told me it was a 65% layout. It has Gateron red, so I'll see how that goes out because I've never touched a Keychron before, which is kind of surprising, but I've always liked Corsair, so I guess I'll get started. Okay, so here's my friend's Keychron K6, and it has awful stabilizers and awful switches. So he asked me if I could mod this out, and I said sure, so I guess I'll add some foam, lube the switches, fix the stabilizers if I can. Yeah, that's pretty awful, so let's start modding this out. After an ordeal of taking out these goddamn stupid stock keycaps off this Keychron K6, the pain is over, and I finally have access to the screws. And I can't take the board apart because I need to lube these scratchy, terrible ink reds and these stabilizers too, and add foam so this doesn't sound as hollow anymore. So that's a lot of stuff to do. So see you guys in maybe 20 minutes pulling out these switches. I suck at pulling out switches. I'm trying out a new angle, and pulling these switches were both easier and harder than my own custom build. I mean, some came out pretty easily, some had to struggle or try like 2-3 times, but in the end I got it out. So I'm shaking this a lot. I can tell it is super hollow and metally. So I'm gonna need to grab my screwdriver and take this apart. Okay, so after a long ordeal of trying to put the foam in, trying to take out the stabilizers, and putting these toggles back after taking apart the board. Okay, 3 things. 1, foam sucks to put inside this board. 2, these toggles are a pain in the ass to put back if you take apart the PCB. And 3, these stabilizers cannot be taken off, which means my friend has to suffer with stock stabilizers. I mean, they're not all too bad, they're not super rattly, but I wish I could lube the stabilizers, but unfortunately I can't because they're just stuck in the PCB. So next up, take apart and lube these Gateron reds. They are really scratchy, and this is a variant I've never seen before, so let's see how that goes. So time to pick them apart. The turn of the Asian rice bowls, the turn of my totally high quality switch opener, and now we can begin. After maybe growing 10% more muscles, I opened all the ink and reds. And I must say, this is the second most challenging switch to ever open. First place would be going through the Korean switches that kept cutting my fingers. But these were really hard to open for some reason. Like, just halfway would snap open, the other side would just be stuck down and squeeze really hard to get them out. So I probably gained a lot of muscle from that, but I don't know, the pieces are open together, I can have fun. I am recording like this now because for some awkward reason my camera records in portrait mode while I put it in the landscape precision, so I am kind of forced to put back to my old tripod system. So here we are again. First of all, I have to move the springs, and I am not making a joke out of this again. First we just dump all the springs. Then grab the oil, which I spilled my hand, which I spilled on my hands with last time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15. I might have put 16 by accident, if I want to be honest. Shit, nah. I got oil on my hands. Anyways, I'll just be shaking and rubbing this around. See you guys in a bit. Okay, so it's been a few days now, and I don't have the board with me because my friend went back to New York, so I can't really play with it on camera right now, but I used it for a few days. It was really nice. Switches are sounding great, and they feel buttery smooth, more than my ink blacks, which is kind of surprising, but they were later spring, so I'm not that surprised. I played a lot of Nitro Type on it to break the lube even. It worked eventually, and it sounded even better afterwards. For my friend, he's been getting really good Valorant KDAs recently. Surprisingly, better than usual, maybe like 10 more kills or so. I could probably link his channel down below if you want to see his Valorant skills, which are way better than mine. In that case, see you guys next week if I can even post videos on time, because I have a summer program, so that's the reason why I'm lacking in videos. So see you guys next week, hopefully.
Conquering this fear, I'm